The year is 63 AD. We're in Rome. It's around midday, and Seneca decides to step out of his house, intending to do what every Roman did at the time, between those early hours of the hunts and the late hours of the gladiator fights. And that was going to the amphitheatre. Those lunchtime shows were just cheap entertainment for the masses. A little bit like us watching a show on Netflix these days. There were also fights that were frequently on between condemned men who were just kind of shoved into the sandpit, given a sword, and just told battle each other, all for the sake of entertaining the crowd. Seneca was Nero's tutor at the time. Because of that, he was an incredibly powerful man in the empire. Due to his standing and the things that he could do, he didn't have to be at the amphitheatre. He chose to be there, for a break, something to allow yourself to switch off. But when he walked home afterwards, he felt worse than when he got there. That night, he wrote to his friend Lucilius, and he admitted something most people never do. I come back more greedy, more ambitious, more cruel, because I have been among human beings. He could clearly see that the cheap entertainment left him feeling empty. 2,000 years before the clubs, the algorithm, the substances, the nights out, Seneca already saw it. He felt it. He noticed that doing all those things were just empty, and they were never going to make you feel any better. They might feel nice in a moment, but afterwards, you're back to the same place again. All those things aren't there to allow you to relax. All those things are there to rearrange your thinking. So was it willpower that Seneca was lacking? Or was it the circumstances he placed himself in? We usually tell ourselves that willpower is the problem, or even worse, we just need to find the motivation to do it. I think that the real problem is the fact that you'd rather distract yourself rather than feel those things head on. Because it isn't fun to feel boredom. It isn't fun to feel a half sorted out life. It isn't fun to feel or think about the problems of the things you need to sort out. That's not fun. Watching random crap on the internet and just wasting hours of your life may feel fun in the moment, but once again, just like Seneca noticed, it brings you back around to the exact same place. And I just want to reiterate that using your phone in that way and watching brain or just watching random crap isn't the issue. Everyone needs to just switch off for 10 to 15 minutes ever so often. Whether you just sat at your desk, you sat on the toilet, you just done on your lunchtime at work. It doesn't matter, that's fine, because you're doing it for that reason, for just a short amount of time, to generally just switch off for a minute. But when you decide to switch off 1 to 2 hours every single night, well, are you really switching off? Or are you avoiding something? What exactly are you trying not to feel? Focus is actually one of the things I cover in my coaching program, Stoic Codex. If you feel like you lack focus or you struggle to focus on something for a long period of time, maybe I can help you. If you like a chat, just click the top link in the description. So what was the Stoic answer to all of this? Well, I think it could be categorized into 2 moves. Very simple and also pretty uncomfortable. The first thing is to name what the scroll is for. Seneca didn't go to these lunchtime games and shows because he was a depraved man. He went for the exact same thing you get your phone out right now. To stop feeling something, to stop thinking about a problem, to avoid a task that needs doing. But the trouble with replacing it, it only works for the moment. So in that moment of you doing or participating, it feels nice. You generally don't think about it. But the second that activity, the phone time, the gaming time is over, you immediately go back to thinking about the same things again. You go back to that exact point, because that doesn't replace it forever. It just postpones it. That's all it is. So before you reach for the phone tonight and you go to sleep way too late again, just ask yourself, what are you trying to avoid? Is it a conversation you didn't have? A piece of work you just can't be asked to make a start on? A certain feeling about your life you don't really want to face head on? Although you may think that the answer is just, I just want to relax before bed. I don't think it's ever that. I think the answer is a bit deeper. It's almost always, I do not want to feel X, whatever that reason may be. And once you realize why you do it, you might become just a little bit more conscious about it. And that'll make you think twice before you indulge in the endless scrolling of social media and start tackling things head on. For the second thing, we just need to put a little bit of voluntarily friction into our life. Seneca's mistake was the fact that he walked to the amphitheater by choice when he could have stayed home. So I don't know where he fully lived, I just know about the story, so I imagine it was relatively close to him. So it's convenient. And sometimes convenience is our worst enemy, because you have the same choice, but the difference is the amphitheater that he had to go to, walk to, and watch the shows there. You have it right here. Probably the thing you're holding right now. The thing that gets charged right next to your bed every single night. It's the phone, and the fact that you have access to anything and everything you want within 2 seconds. So make it harder to reach. Charge the phone in another room at night. When you're doing something, put it in the cupboard. Just switch it off from time to time. And get yourself a cheap clock that you can just put near your bed, so you don't need to have your phone right next to you in order to use it as an alarm. Delete a specific app that doesn't actually do anything for you, but you're constantly on it and you're just wasting hours and hours of your life. Just get rid of it. See how you feel after a week of not going on it. You might realize you haven't actually missed it an awful lot. You were just going on it because it was there and it's convenient, not because you actually wanted to. It was just something you did without even realizing it. And you might think, oh, what if someone needs me? What if someone rings me? What if someone needs my help, wants me? Well, yeah, maybe. But on a day-to-day basis, how often do you get called or messaged with incredibly important news and things where you must go or pay the attention to right there and then? Those types of emergencies don't pop up all the time. It's okay to be away from your phone for a minute. Just what the Stoics were known for. Focus on what you can control. And I think this is mainly a form of control, of taking control back over your mind and your attention and the way you feel, and your brain not constantly going 100 miles an hour because of all the information you consume. Doing these things gives yourself a little bit of time, a little space, and finally some breathing room. Because there's a difference between resting and numbing. Resting puts something back, such as your energy, or clear thoughts, or just feeling better. Numbing always takes something out, and then on top of that, it adds interest to it. Seneca went to the games hoping for the first, and always left with the second. The idea isn't to just bin your phone and never touch it again. The idea is to be able to distinguish the difference between the two, so you become more conscious of it, and in turn, feel better. Thank you for watching, and if you made it this far into the video, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be amazing. And if you enjoyed the video, I'm going to leave another one on the screen right here for you to click on and watch, and hopefully I'll see you there. And if not, that's cool. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.